back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity getting ready to get underway. To our digital productions broadcast, welcome into Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight here between the Grayson County Cougars and the Whitesville Trinity Raiders. Grayson County enters with a record of 4-2. They've won their last 2 games, including a win here on Monday evening against Edmonson County, 56-50. On Tuesday evening, it was an Apollo win, 63-49. River Blanton was the man in that game. He finished with 22 points. And now that brought him to be the leader in scoring 14 points and 8.8 rebounds a game for the Grayson County Cougars. For Whitesville Trinity, they're led by Landon Huff, 18.7 points, 8.3 rebounds per game. Down low as well, you've got Landon Smith, 8.3 rebounds per game. Denver Dickens averaging 13.7 points and 4.7 rebounds a game for the Whitesville Trinity Raiders. We'll take a break, come back, and get ready to get back into action here as we're just about 5 minutes away from Game 2. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, A105.
Let's meet the starting lineups here for both teams. First for the visiting Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. They enter this game with a record of 1-2. Sophomore guard Denver Dickens. He's averaging 13.7 points and 4.7 rebounds per game. Sophomore Landon Smith averaging 7 points and 8.3 rebounds per game. Landon Huff is a junior forward, averaging 18.7 points and 8.3 rebounds per game. Nick Getz averaging 5 points and 2.7 rebounds per game. And Nathan Hernandez averaging 3.3 points and 4 rebounds per game. Once more, that lineup: Hernandez, Getz, Huff, Smith, and Dixon. Whitesville Trinity is coached by Nathan West. He's in his 5th season, 56 and 79 overall. His assistants, Jack Melton and Jonathan Melton. Last season, Whitesville Trinity 9-22. It's a loss to Butler County in the 12th District semifinals. So far this season, it was a loss to Edmonson County 1 week ago today in their season opener, 63-47. They came back the next day with a win over Cloverport, 67-34, before losing earlier this week at Meade County, 56-40. They're averaging 51.3 points a game, while giving up 51.2, shooting 35% from the field, 17.5% from beyond the arc, and 60% from the charity stripe. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the 4-2 Grayson County Cougars. Junior guard number 2, Keegan Sharp. Sophomore guard number 3, Braden Childress. Junior guard number 15, Chandler McCready. Sophomore forward number 22, Dylan Horn. And the big man in the middle, number 32, Hunter Toms, junior forward. Running that deep, a little bit deeper. Toms averaging 8 and 6. Horn averaging 2.8 and 4.7. Chandler McCready averaging 12.7 and 5.2. Braden Childress averaging 3.5 and 2.7. Keegan Sharp averaging 10 and 2 for the Grayson County Cougars. Cougars are coached by Travis Johnston. He's in his 4th season with a record of 44 and 56. His assistant coaches Brian Hill, Brett Johnston, and Daryl Meredith. Again, Grayson County 4-2. Earlier this week, it was a win against Apollo and Edmondson County. 1 week ago tonight, though, they lost with a chance to win at the buzzer against Bullitt East, 52-51. The play-by-play of tonight's game is next. Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity in their first 12th district matchup of this young season. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity getting ready to get underway as it's game 2 of our doubleheader. Game 1 saw the Lady Cougars winning that one by a final score of 51-37. Score update to bring you of interest in 12th District Boys Basketball. Edmondson County leading Butler County 29-21. That score is at the end of the first quarter of that one. Your starting lineups one more time for Whitesville Trinity: Denver Dickens, Landon Smith, Landon Huff, Nick Getz, and Nathan Hernandez. For the 4-2 Grayson County Cougars: Keegan Sharp, Braden Childress, Chandler McCready, Dylan Horn, and Hunter Toms. Travis Johnston, the coach of the Cougars. Nathan West, the coach of Whitesville Trinity. For the series matchup since 1998, it's Grayson County with a 45-9 advantage. Cougars won 4 of the last 5 in this matchup. But the last time they met up here in the Cougar Den, it was the Raiders coming away with a 58-48 victory in that game. Your officials for tonight's game and game 2 of our doubleheader: Ben Stamper, Darren Peeveler, and Brad Houghton. As Brad Stamper was also an official in the first game of this doubleheader here tonight. It'll be Grayson County basketball to start off with. And they will start off working from right to left on your radio dial in their home white jerseys with blue numerals. And quickly, Braden Childress is double-teamed on the far side. Jump pass over to Toms in the far corner. Tom swings it out front to Childress. Off to Sharp. Left wing 3 for the sophomore, or the junior, is no good. Rebound ripped down by Dickens for the Raiders of Whitesville Trinity. Out front to Hernandez. Hernandez working things here for the Raiders to start off with. Handoff pass to Huff. Huff is the leading returning scorer for the Raiders, who lost a lot from last season's team. Lost 6 seniors and 70.3% of their scoring. Dickens has it on the left wing. He'll take the 3. It's way long. Rebounded by Childress. Dickens is a 30% three-point shooter. He leads the team, but that team struggles shooting the 3. 45 seconds into tonight's game, no score between Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity. Here in a 12th district matchup between these two teams. Right wing Toms out front to Childress. It's stripped away by Hernandez. Hernandez, an outlet pass down to Dickens. Fast break off the right side. The layup is good by Denver Dickens. Raiders on top 2-0. 6:56 to play here in the first quarter. From the Cougar Den at Grayson County High School in Litchfield, Kentucky. The 12th district doubleheader opener for Grayson County. Down to Horn off the right side. He's fouled from behind by the Raiders. Nathan West didn't seem to agree with the call. And the foul is whistled on Nick Getz. That is his first and the team's first. So Sharp to pass this one in from underneath the own basket. He scans and gives it over to the far side to McCready, who swings it out front to Toms. Toms back to Sharp on that far side. Back out front here to Toms. Toms drives down at the free throw line. Back out to Childress. Childress had a career high against Apollo. And over to the far side, McCready. Inside to Toms. Toms double-teamed. Throws it out front here to the junior Sharp, and his interior pass is stolen away by Dickens. Dickens, spin move in the right lane, goes up with a shot. It is good. Denver Dickens has all 4 of the points here tonight, and it's 4-0 Raiders with 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play here in this first quarter. McCready breaks the timeline, throws it, the cross-court pass here to the left wing to Sharp. Sharp stripped away by Dickens, gains it back, throws it out front here to Childress. Childress here is double-teamed quickly. Over to the far side, McCready left all alone on the right wing. Now here comes the help as the zone defense for Whitesville Trinity. The free throw line, Horn. Back here to the left lane is Sharp, 18 feet, left side, good. Keegan Sharp gets Grayson County on the board, and it's 4-2. Raiders on top. Under 6 minutes to play in this first quarter of action. Hernandez weaving through down the right side. Jump pass is knocked away and stolen away by McCready. He's working 1-on-3. Right to the hole off the right side. Gets to the hole and finishes. Chandler McCready is an elite driver when it comes to high school basketball standards, and he showed it off right there going 1-on-3 and made it look easy. 4-4, 5:25 to play in the first quarter. Dickens drives down the left lane. Blocked by Toms, but a foul is whistled underneath. Foul whistled on Hunter Toms. That is his first and the team's first. Travis Johnston didn't seem to agree with the call, and instead it'll be Denver Dickens to the line, where he's 2 of 6 from the charity stripe this season, and he can make it 3 of 7 as he makes his first attempt. Dickens has all 5 of Raiders' points. As River Blanton will check into the game for the Cougars, Braden Childress will take a seat. Blanton coming off a career-high 22 points against Apollo, where he hit 4 threes in the first quarter. Dickens makes both free throws, and it's 6-4 Raiders. 5:20 to play in the first quarter. McCready falls down, loses the ball, and Whitesville Trinity's got the basketball. Dickens swings it over the far side. Hernandez, 3 is short, rebounded by Sharp for Grayson County. Sharp runs into Hernandez, gets around the defender, angling it back here towards the middle. Off to Blanton, left wing 3 for the sophomore is no good, rebounded by Dickens. Dickens pushing up the far side of the floor, down the left lane, no look, pass down to the left block. The shot is up and no good on the attempt by Smith. And Keegan Sharp has got the basketball for Grayson County. Gets around the defender Huff, outside to Blanton on Hernandez. Over to the far side, McCready gets around Dickens, drives in off the right side. The layup is no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. Possession will stay with the Cougars. 4:38 to play here in the first quarter. It's 6-4. Whitesville Trinity on top of this one. Far side knocked out of bounds by Dickens. So they were trying to find McCready in that far corner. So it will be passed in that far corner. It'll be McCready to pass this in this time for Grayson. And he gets it into Horn on the right wing. Horn out front to Tom, thinks about the 3, drives in, floater inside the free throw line, gets the bank, and it's a tie basketball game. Toms took it straight in, used his height advantage, and was able to use the bank to put it in as Hernandez with a handoff pass now to Getz. Getz gives it off to Landon Huff, again the leading returning scorer. Hernandez on the far side gets around, drives in off the left side, is blocked by about 3 Cougars. And Toms is the one that comes down with it. An outlet pass off to McCready on the right wing. McCready into that far corner now. Scans and gets it out front to Sharp. Sharp cross court to Blanton on the left wing. Blanton inside to Horn. Horn back out to Blanton. Blanton's going to set things up here for Grayson County. Gets around the defender. Jump pass inside to Toms. Is stolen away by the Raiders. And he's double teamed underneath. And a foul is going to be whistled on Whitesville Trinity. An offensive foul is whistled. It's called on Getz. That is his second and the team's second. So that was a late whistle as the official didn't necessarily say anything. He just said there's a foul, so we had to wait for him to verbally tell us who the foul was on. Cougars got the basketball underneath. Nolan Hornbeck checks into the game. Toms will check out. So I think that one kept Hornbeck snuck up on scoreboard operator Danny Beasley underneath. Sharp passes it out front to McCready. McCready drives in inside the free throw line. The floater is good. Chandler McCready's got 4 points, and Grayson County has their first lead of the game at 8-6. 3 minutes, 44 seconds to play in this first quarter. Horn following Dickens up the far side. Back here to the near side. Hernandez off to the near. Huff, 3 near side, good. Landon Huff, the leading scorer from 3. He is only 15.8%. He's attempted the most threes on the team and is struggling from that line. Off to Blanton on the left wing. He has to go high up to grab it. drives in, splits defenders off the right side. The layup's no good, gets the rebound back, misses that time, and the rebound this time is pulled down by Bailey Wright, who's into the game here. This is his first minutes of the game this season. Inside off to the left block. Out front, Dickens. He waits forever, takes the three and misses it. Rebound is ripped down by Huff. Huff guarded by Horn. Outside Hernandez, swings it over to Dickens at the free throw line. Dickens passes down to Wright. Wright off the right side, blocked from behind by Blanton, gets the ball back. The shot is up and no good. So Bailey Wright checking in, getting his first minutes of this season, 6'3" junior. Horn is called for the foul. That is his first and the team's second. So Wright to the free throw line. As a team, the Raiders 60%. As the official says that he stepped over the line. So I guess he loses one of his free throws. You very rarely see that. So he's called for a lane violation on the shot, and he makes the second one. Got the bounce there, so it's 10-8. Raiders on top of the Cougars. 2 minutes, 52 seconds to play here in the first half. Horn, jump pass down to Blanton in that far corner where he has to run it down. He's quickly double teamed, 10 feet far side, knocks it in. Blanton puts his name into the scorebook, the leading scorer. Grayson County spreading the scoring out. We're all knotted up at 10 with 2 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. Dickens, guarded by Blanton, steps back, picks up his dribble, looks, and finds Hernandez straight away. Hernandez, the 5'10" guard, guarded by McCready. Gets a screen, doesn't take it. Now he will take the screen down to Dickens. Dickens off to Huff. Huff drives down, passes out front. Three straight away is way off to the left by Whitesville Trinity as that shot was taken by Smith. And here come the Cougars. Sharp straight away, drives down over the far side. McCready. McCready steps back to the three, thought about it, doesn't take it. Gives it to Blanton in the corner. Blanton out to McCready. McCready into Sharp, and Sharp at the logo is going to get the play call from Travis Johnston. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. It's 10-10 between Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity, and a bump foul is called on the Raiders. Not sure if it's on Dickens. It is on Dickens. That is his first and the team's third. Braden Childress going to check back into the game. Chandler McCready will check out. So on the floor for the Cougars, Blanton, Horn, Hornbeck, Childress, and Sharp. Blanton will be the one to pass in opposite of the benches. And he gives it into Horn. Horn tries to pass into the far corner to Sharp, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Raiders. 1:50 now to play here in this first quarter. Gives it into Horn. Shot inside the right elbow is good. Dylan Horn. He'll put his name into the scorebook, and Grayson County continues to spread out the scoring as they have the lead back here at 12-10. Dickens up the far side of the floor, slowly dribbling, gets the play call from head coach Nathan West, and in his fifth season, 46 and 79. Dickens on the left wing, out front to Wright, Wright inside to Huff, the shot, or to Smith. His layup is no good, rebounded by Childress for Grayson County. An outlet pass down to Hornbeck on the left block. Hornbeck takes two dribbles, picks it up, and hands it off to Horn. Horn out front to Blanton. Blanton drives down, loses the ball as it's stripped away by Smith. He gives it off to Dickens. Dickens, and nearly as it's stripped away by Blanton, gives it over Hernandez on the far side. Hernandez out front to Dickens. Dickens over here to the near side to Smith. Smith into the corner to Huff, guarded by Sharp, gets a screen, back to Smith. Smith off the right block, the layup is good. Landon Smith, 6'5", 193-pound sophomore, averaging 7 points, and he makes that basket look easy. Hornbeck loses the ball right through his hands, and here come the Raiders pushing as it is Huff. Jump pass over to the far side, Dickens, and it's knocked out of bounds by Blanton, but they're going to say it's off of Dickens. So Grayson County has the basketball here, 12-12, 45.3 seconds to play in this first quarter. Blanton into Childress. Childress here to the near side to Sharp. 40 seconds and counting. It's a tie game at 12-12. Into the middle, stolen away by Huff. Huff down the near side. The shot is up, no good. Rebound athletically ripped down by Keegan Sharp. And giving it off here to Childress. Childress an outlet pass down to the left wing to Blanton, who takes it down the left lane. The shot is up, no good. Bouncing around is the rebound, and a technical foul is whistled underneath of the basket. I'm not sure what technical foul is called on River Blanton. So I'm not sure. That's weird. You rarely see a technical foul in that situation, as it was a live ball. Rebound was bouncing around, and they whistle a technical foul on River Blanton. I think Travis Johnston just wanted to know what he did. Free throws are coming here from Landon Huff, So he makes the first free throw. Huff on the line this season, 74%. His second free throw comes, and it is good. Raiders have the 14-12 lead and the basketball. 25.7 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Timeout on the floor taken by the Raiders, and we will take it with them. 14-12 Raiders, 25.7 on the clock. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig. The free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety.
14-12, Raiders have the lead here, 25.7 seconds on the clock out of the 30-second timeout by the Raiders. Denver Dickens will pass in on the far side of the floor. They're up by 2. Dickens to the left elbow to right. Right guarded by Hornbeck, out front to Huff with 20 seconds and counting. Raiders have the 2-point lead here in the first quarter. Hernandez out front to Dickens. Dickens picked up now by McCready, who's back into the game for the Cougars. Dickens gets a screen from right. He'll drive down over the far side to Hernandez with 8 seconds. Jump pass over to the far side. Dickens, he drives down that far baseline. Throws a pass down here to the near side. Huff, 3 up and no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds and saved in bounds by Grayson County, but nothing will happen of it. The end of one, it's Whitesville Trinity 14, Grayson County 12. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
It's Trinity 14, Grayson County 12 at the start of the second quarter. Cougars not really playing that great. It's kind of a lethargic start, I think is probably the word to describe it in this one. They started off red hot on Tuesday against Apollo, and it's pretty much been the exact opposite of a start here. So it will be Raider basketball to start this second quarter of play. Denver Dickens will pass in. He's leading all scorers with 6 points. Langdon Huff has 5 for the Raiders. Grayson County has 5 players who have scored at least 2. Chandler McCrady's got 4. Hernandez has the basketball, guarded by McCready for the Raiders. The left elbow, passes it out front now to Smith. Smith back over to Hernandez. Raiders working from left to right on your radio dial. Hernandez drives down the left lane, drives all the way to the baseline, and gives it out here to the near side to Dickens. Dickens nearly loses it to Blanton. Dickens now on the right lane. He thinks about the 3, picks up his dribble, cross court to Hernandez. He'll take the 3 on the left wing and knocks it in. Nathan Hernandez gets his first basket of this game. From 3, he was 1 of 9 entering tonight's game. You can make that 2 of 10 as Horn now throws it away. Saved in bounds by Huff. Hernandez to Dickens off the near side, blocked by Horn. Dickens runs it down here in the near corner. Raiders still have the basketball. Inside now to Smith, who goes in off the right side, and I think he gave an elbow to Horn, and Toms gets the rebound. And I think Landon Smith had to have given an elbow to Dylan Horn because he immediately grabbed his nose. And this is kind of one of those things that in college basketball you see them go to the monitor and look at it for 2 or 3 minutes and see, oh, is it a flagrant? So one good thing about high school basketball, as I was telling my dad earlier this week, is the officials have not learned that they can come up and look at our monitors. Hopefully they don't anytime soon. Horn's going to take a seat. Sharp will check back in for him. Hopefully Dylan is okay after taking a hit there to the face. 17-12 Raiders on top of the Cougars. 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. Cougars having a little bit of issues with the pressure from Whitesville Trinity. Blanton out front to Sharp. Sharp zone defense here for the Raiders as it's Childress over to the far side. McCready, he'll take the three, fading away and knocks it in on the right lane. 7 points for Chandler, and it's 17-15. Grayson County trailing still by 2. 6:40 to play in the second quarter. Huff guarded by Sharp, gets a screen from right. Huff bodies up and is fouled by Blanton. And for River, that'll be his second. Is it on Horn or Blanton? I think it's on Blanton. So for Blanton, that is his second and the team's third. Blanton will check out, Hornbeck will check in with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the second quarter. Dickens throws it to right on the left elbow, spins down here to the right side, jump pass to Huff. Huff at the free throw line, passes back to right off the right side, he walked with it. Good call by Darren Peebler, the official. And it'll be Grayson County basketball underneath of their own basket. 17-15, Raiders on top of Cougars with 6 minutes and 29 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Sharp, cross court here to Childress. Is this his own defense giving the Cougars fits early on? Chandler McCready, though, he's got 7 points to lead all scorers. He's quickly triple teamed. They give it to Toms. Down to Hornbeck. Reverse layup is no good. Toms with a rebound. Toms' putback off the left side is no good. Hornbeck with an athletic rebound, and he walks with it as he hits the deck. 6:11 to play here in this first half. It's 17-15, Whitesville Trinity on top of Grayson County. Cougars 1-0 in the district after a win over Edmondson County on Monday evening. Wright's got the basketball. Nice defense by Hornbeck. He loses the dribble, and that's 10 seconds. Nolan Hornbeck, nice defense in the backcourt. Causes Bailey Wright to turn it over on the 10-second violation, and Grayson County's going to get the basketball back here with 6 minutes to play in the first half. 17-15. It'll be Toms to pass in from the half-court line, and he nearly throws it away, and Dickens is going to be called for a foul. As for Denver Dickens, he pretty much had to make the decision as he was either going to steal that basketball or be called for a foul, and it was the latter, and it was a clear foul, and he will go to the bench now with 2 fouls. It's his second and the team's fourth. Coming in for him will be Nick Getz. Getz picked up 2 quick fouls in this one as well. 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Whitesville Trinity on top, 17-15. Sharp. Kick ball as he tried to find Childress over on the far side, and it was kicked by Landon Huff. Travis Johnston not necessarily happy at his team. I think really the only word to describe it is kind of a lethargic start for the Cougars. Left wing Childress, cross court over to the right wing to McCready. McCready quickly double team, loses it, stolen away by Wright for the Raiders. Gives it to Hernandez. Hernandez down the left lane, jump pass over to the far side to Huff. Huff loses it, gains it in the interior, pass to Wright, who runs into a wall and goes up with a shot. It's good. Timeout on the floor, taken by by Grayson County. 19-15, 5:27 to play in the second quarter. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
19-15, Whitesville Trinity with a lead over Grayson County. Timeout by Travis Johnston. You can tell he's just not happy with his team. The pressure by the Raiders is causing them a lot of issues as McCready quickly drives down to that right block, loses it, has it stripped away by Huff, and a foul is going to be whistled on Chandler McCready. For McCready, that is his first and the team's fourth. 5:20 to play here in this second quarter. Travis Johnston going to call his defense back and play more of a quarter court man-to-man defense. Huff breaks the timeline, right up, crosses the logo, angling it back here towards the near side, picks up his dribble, passes an interior, nice one to Hernandez, who gives it over the far side to Getz. Getz back on the left wing, jump pass here to the near side to Smith. Smith out front to Getz. Getz back to Smith. Smith on the right wing, back to Getz. Back and forth these two players go, and now Getz is going to find Nathan Hernandez and set things up for the Whitesville Trinity offense. Back here to the near side. 3 by Huff. Catch and shoot. It's off to the left. Long rebound taken by Getz. He's on the left block. Double teamed. He tried to find right, and it's stolen away by Sharp for Grayson County. Outlet pass off to Childress. Childress down to McCready on the right wing. Back out to Childress on the right front court. Childress drives down the right side, loses his dribble, gains it back up the left side. The basket's no good, but he walks before it, says the official. Substitution into the game. It will be Denver Dickens who will check back into the game for the Raiders. In for Bailey Wright. 4:32 to play here in the second quarter. It's 19-15, Whitesville Trinity on top of Grayson County. Score update to bring you at the end of the third quarter in 12th District boys basketball. Edmondson County on top of Butler County, 40-32. It's big if Edmondson County wins that game and Grayson County wins tonight. The Cougars would, I believe, clinch the number 1 overall seed in the district. Right wing Hernandez drives in, floater inside the free throw line. Instead, he jumps it out, jump pass over to the far side. Dickens hits the side of the backboard. Brett Payton into the game, and he grabs that rebound. Near side, Sharp, who crosses the timeline, angling it back towards the middle, in between the circles to the free throw line. Toms drives down the right side, can't get the layup to fall. Horn with a rebound. He's stripped away and taken away by the Raiders. Up the near side comes Hernandez, angling it back towards the middle now, picked up by Horn. Gets a screen, doesn't take it, far side Dickens. Now Dickens drives down that far baseline, jump pass here to the near corner to Huff. Huff drives in, jump pass over to the far side, catch and shoot 3, left wing, no good. Toms with a rebound for Grayson County. 19-15 is the Grayson County lead, or deficit here. 3:38 to play in the second quarter. And an offensive foul is going to be called underneath on, I believe, Hunter Toms on an illegal screen. It is on Toms. That is his second and the team's 6th. Chandler McCready checks in for Grayson County. Bailey Wright back in for the Raiders. 19-15, Grayson County's offense just hasn't been able to get things rolling in this one. Double teamed in the backcourt and knocking it away, and it is Wright that comes down with it. Wright inside the free throw line. Jump pass off to the near side. Smith, 3 is no good and bounces over the backboard and goes out of bounds off of the Raiders. Landon Smith has taken 1/3 of his shots from 3. He doesn't necessarily look like a three-point threat, but he's just a big guy. He's 6'3", 193 pounds. He let that one fly and just missed it. Into the middle, it is Horn with the basketball over to the far side. McCready, he'll take the deep right wing 3. It's good. Chandler McCready has brought this to within a 1-point game. He is keeping Grayson County in this one. He's got 10 points, and it's 19-18, Whitesville Trinity with a 1-point lead. No look pass here to the near side. Huff down inside to right, off the right block, goes up with a shot, blocked by Horn from behind. Payton gets it for the Cougars, and Grayson County can have the chance here to take the lead back if they can get a good offensive possession. Childress, handoff pass to Sharp. Sharp right up the middle, drives in, floater inside the free throw line, good. Cougs have the lead back, 20-19, 2:30 to play in the second quarter, as the Grayson County faithful try to bring it in, and now a steal as Hernandez loses it. It's Childress that comes down to McCready. Left wing 3 is in and out. Heat check there for Chandler, and Travis Johnston does not like that one. Quickly moving, Huff drives in and is fouled. Goes up with a shot and jumps over Dylan Horn, who bent over, and Huff goes down over top of him. It looked like they were playing chicken. It looked like he jumped onto his shoulders, and Horn was not sure what to do. And they're going to call 1-and-1, a foul on the floor, and it's called on Braden Childress. That is his first and the team's 7th. So to the free throw line will be Landon Huff. He's 2 of 2 tonight. Free throw up and good. As a reminder, the Lady Cougars won earlier tonight by a final score of 51-37 against the Lady Raiders. Second free throw by Huff is up and good. So the Raiders take the lead back 21-20, 2:20 to play in the second quarter. Grayson County trying to go for the doubleheader sweep here tonight. So it is Sharp up the near side. Off to the left wing to Payton. Jump pass out front to McCready, or to Childress. Transition 3 is no good off the back of the iron. Rebound long by Horn for Grayson County. He goes in off the right side. The shot's no good long. Rebound Smith. Smith gives it off to Hernandez. Hernandez, an outlet pass off to Getz, I believe, who has it. No, it's Huff who has it on the right side. Gets a screen from right. He'll take the right wing 3. It's short. Rebound by Childress for Grayson County. Childress right up the middle. Angling it back towards that far side, gets around his defender, finds McCready. McCready drives in 10 feet, far side floater is no good. Rebound on the floor by Wright for Whitesville Trinity. Gives it off here to Hernandez. Hernandez breaks the timeline across the near side of the floor. Handoff pass to Huff. Huff picked up by Sharp. 1:30 to play here in the first half, and he'll take the right wing three. It's good. Landon Huff got a screen and took the three over top of the screen. He's got 10 points, and the Raider lead is 24-20. McCready loses his ball, gains it back, finds Peyton on the left block. Peyton needs to find help. Takes one dribble to the free throw line to Horn. Horn out front now to Childress. Childress picked up by Hernandez. Out back now to Sharp with 1:10 to play. Sharp, floater inside the free throw line again. Good. You saw that a lot from Tyler Eulis when he played for Kentucky. Drives in and inside the free throw line with the right hand, just floats it up, and falling down is Huff. And that is a walk violation as he just fell down on his own. No extra pressure or anything there. Chase Johnson into the game for Grayson County. Dylan Horn will take a seat. So you've got Johnson, Childress, Sharp, McCready, and Peyton on the floor for Grayson County. 1 minute to play in the second quarter. It's 24-22. Raiders on top of the Cougars. McCready chased into that far corner. Down to Peyton on the right block. Spins down to the near side, and an offensive foul is called on Brett Peyton. As Whitesville Trinity helped out a lot to sell that one. And for Peyton, that is his first and the team's 8th. As Peyton made a nice move to the basket, and the Raider player on the move fell backwards. And Darren Peebler, the official, calls an offensive foul. Dickens on that far side. He's trapped in the corner, splits the defenders. He drives down that left lane, goes up with a shot. It's no good. Johnson with a nice rebound for Grayson County. Johnson trying to find help with the guard, finds it with Sharp with 35 seconds and counting. It's 24-22. Peyton down that far side, goes up with a floater. It's blocked out of bounds by Smith. 29.3 on the clock here in the first half. It'll be Keegan Sharp to pass in from underneath of his own basket, throws it to Peyton. Peyton drives down the right lane, goes up with a shot. It is no good, short. Rebound Huff for Whitesville Trinity. Huff pushing. Outlet pass to Dickens on the right lane. He picks it up and gives it off here, and he'll keep it. And I think the Raiders will hold for this last shot, and they're going to take this lead into the half with 13 seconds and counting. Dickens guarded by McCready with 10 seconds. Dickens drives in, jump pass over to the far side, is out of bounds. Off of the Cougars. So Whitesville will keep the basketball underneath of their own basket. 6.4 seconds on the clock. It's 24-22. Raiders on top. Dickens throws it out front to Hernandez with 6 seconds. Hernandez over to the far side, drives in, runs into the towers. Far side three by Huff is no good. Over the top of the backboard with 0.2 seconds on the clock. And that should bring us to the end of the first half. Grayson County's got to trail this one 24-22. Johnson passes into Childress, and that's the end of the first half. Cougs on top, or Cougs trail 24-22 at the end of one. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County trailing this one 24-22 at the half. Just not really a good first half of action for the Cougars at all. They, I don't even know really how to describe it. I mean, I don't know. It's just there's no real words. They missed some easy shots, allowed some easy shots on the other end, and I mean, give Whitesville Trinity some props as well. They're hitting their shots when it counts. And they lead this one 24-22 at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, we'll run down the scoring from this game, scores from around the region, and more. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County trails this one 24-22 at the half. Right now the scores from around the region. Big one to update you on, 12th District boys. They're headed to overtime between Butler County and Edmonson County, 54-all. Try to bring you as many updates from that one as we can. Big one going down in downtown Browntown. In fact, we'll make the trip to downtown Browntown a week from tonight. It'll be the doubleheader down in Brownsville 1 week from tonight. Other scores to bring you. The Lady Cougars won earlier tonight against the Lady Raiders of Whitesville Trinity by a final score of 51-37. Boys basketball at the end of 3. Allen County Scottsville on top of Clinton County 48-39. Trying to see what other scores we might be able to bring you. Boys basketball at the end of 1. Russellville on top of Franklin, and tied with Franklin Simpson 11-all. That one is at the end of 1. And really not a lot more to bring you, at least scrolling through. Evansville Bosse High School is on top of Owensboro, 32-20, 5:24 to play, or 37-26. That score is at the half of a final score that I just saw of that. As that, I believe, is Owensboro's first game in maybe 2 weeks, as they dealt with some COVID issues that actually canceled the Cougars game against the Red Devils. We'll take a break, come back with more, run down the scoring from this game after this. Cougars trail 24-22 at the end of 1. It's Cougar basketball on K105.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
How's everything taste tonight, folks?
Oh, excellent.
How was your chicken tonight?
It's excellent. Where was it raised?
As a chef, it's important to know where your food comes from. That's why we buy local and Kentucky-raised food.
We're the Settles family from Owensboro, Kentucky.
We produce poultry for families all over the state.
And we're proud of the products that we produce. If you're buying a chicken that came from our farm, you're getting an excellent quality product. Some of the best you'll find in the case.
A lot of your local restaurants feature our poultry products. We are a Kentucky farm family.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
We, the people, are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirst.
The Ad Council.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
To join Chandler and Keegan. One of the either Tom's, Horn, Blanton, somebody else is going to have to step up and make some shots, and they're going to have to slow down Landon Huff on the other side if they want to come away with a win here in tonight's game. Second half's next here on K105. Grayson County trailing 24-22.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
24-22, Raiders on top of the Cougars as we get ready to start this second half of action. Grayson County looking for their 3rd straight win and to improve to 2-0 in district play, while Whitesville Trinity is looking to move to 500 at 2-2. Grayson County in that first half was led by Chandler McCready with 10 points. On the other side, Whitesville Trinity led by Landon Huff. He had 10 points as well. It will be Grayson County basketball to start this half of play, as they will move from left to right on your radio dial as Dylan Horn will pass this one in. Looks like he'll get it into Keegan Sharp. It's going to be a big second half here in this, obviously in this game, but it's just more in this season. You got to be sure to beat a team like this. Blanton in, and it's out front here to Sharp. Sharp over here to the near side to McCready. McCready out front to Sharp. Sharp missed a couple of threes in the first half. He loses the ball, gains it back, taps it off to McCready. McCready drives down the right side. The layup's good. McCready's up to 12 points. Grayson County's tied this game up here at 24-all with 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Left wing Hernandez, guarded by Horn. Gets a screen, doesn't take it, drives down the left side, picks up his dribble, 5 feet left side. It's nowhere even close. He misses it, and it's Horn with the rebound, and he gives it off to Blanton. Blanton near side to McCready. McCready out front to Blanton. Blanton swings it over to the left side to Sharp. We have a final score coming in between Edmonson County and Butler County. Near side McCready, jump pass off to Horn to Toms, who has it stripped away. Horn comes down with it off to Blanton. Blanton, handoff pass to Horn. Horn loses it on the floor, and it's out of bounds off of Dylan Horn. Possession will go towards Whitesville Trinity. The final score in overtime, Edmonson County defeating Butler County by a final score of 65-59. Cougars will travel to Morgantown on Monday evening. We'll have that coverage right here on K105 and K105 Digital Production. 6:45 is the throw-in for that game. Dickens has the ball deep on the right wing, picks up his dribble, looking for help, and loops a pass to absolutely nobody. He throws it to the first row of the bench as both Trinity players that were in the corner there, and same with head coach Nathan West, were confused looking where that ball would go. Timeout on the floor taken by the Raiders. 24-all, 6:45 to play in the third quarter.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
24-all Grayson County basketball as they will pass this in from in front of the Whitesville Trinity bench. 6:45 to play here in the third quarter. Horn's got to get it in and gets it into Sharp. Sharp cross-court pass over to Horn. Horn catches and fires one down here to the near side to McCready. McCready down the right wing, dribbling it off into the corner. He's quickly double-teamed, picks up his dribble. He throws it. Jump pass down to the right block to Toms. Toms spins to his left, has it stripped, and a jump ball. Possession will go towards the Raiders. The pressure is causing issues tonight here for Grayson County, and it's interesting because it's not been something that has necessarily, over the past couple of games, been as bad. I mean, Bullitt East, you saw it at times. You saw it at times against Ohio County, but really those are in their two losses. When they win, they've handled the pressure fairly well. Right wing Dickens, guarded by McCready. Interior pass inside to Hernandez. Hernandez backs it off and out of the right wing, guarded by Horn. Out front to Dickens. Nice defense by Grayson County. Dickens, spin move inside the lane, picks up his dribble, jump pass over to Huff. Huff guarded by Sharp, down near the near side to Hernandez. Hernandez gives it off now to Smith. Smith, handoff pass to Hernandez. Hernandez ran right into Smith trying to get a screen, and now he will take a screen from Smith as he dribbles over to the right side. Handoff pass to Dickens. Dickens has it deep on the right wing, guarded by McCready. He got away with a push off there. Travis Johnston wanted the offensive foul called on Dickens, and a foul now whistle is going to be called on Chandler McCready. As McCready tried to sell a little bit of a offensive foul by Dickens, and the official rewarded him by selling an offensive foul. And Travis Johnston looks at the official and says, "Watch his arm," to Dickens. Hernandez has it in the far corner, passes down the right block to Wright, and it's knocked out of bounds by Blanton. 5:44 to play in the third quarter, 24-all. Grayson County and Whitesville Trinity here in a 12th district matchup. Cougars looking to move to 2-0 in district play. That would put them all alone in the first place spot in the district. Out front Wright, he runs it down, gives it off here to the near side to Huff. Huff down the near side, spin move in the lane, gets a screen from Smith. Now he splits defenders, layup blocked by Horn, and a foul is going to be whistled on the drive. Dylan Horn got a foul, and they're going to call the foul from behind on Toms. So Landon Huff will go to the free throw line. Grayson County has been called for 10 fouls in this game. Whitesville Trinity only 4. Huff to the line, he makes his first one. He's up to 11 points, and the Raiders have the lead back at 25-24. Hunter Toms will check out. Checking in for him is Braden Childress. Childress, Horn, Blanton, McCready, Sharp on the floor for Grayson County. Travis Johnston coaching up Hunter Toms right now on the sideline. Huff misses the second free throw, and the rebound is tapped out into the hands of Childress. Childress, an outlet pass down to the far side to Blanton. Blanton picks up his dribble, fires one out front here to Sharp. Sharp swings it out front here in between the circles to Childress. Childress guarded by Dickens. Over to the far side, throws it away, and he was looking for Blanton and ends up throwing it into where the Cougar student section would be if students were allowed here tonight. Again, only parents allowed at tonight's game. Each player gets 2 tickets. In fact, the student section is the Lady Cougar basketball team who's sitting in the right, behind the right end zone. Spin move by Wright down the left lane. He finishes off that left side. And Whitesville Trinity has the 3-point lead at 27-24. 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Sharp over to the left wing, Blanton. He drives down that left side, goes up with a shot. Good. He absorbed the contact. And River Blanton's got 4 points, and Grayson County trying to keep themselves in this. It's a 1-point Trinity lead. Huff's got the ball on the left side. They're forcing him to go right, is Sharp. And he gives it out front now to Smith. Smith at the free throw line, passes in, stolen away on the interior pass by Blanton. Blanton gives it off to Sharp. Sharp quickly speeds it up, crosses the timeline off to the right side to McCready. McCready drives down the near baseline, has it stripped by Dickens, and a foul is going to be whistled on Dickens. That is his third and the team's first. Something to keep an eye on. Denver Dickens is the second leading scorer for Whitesville Trinity, 13.7 points a game. He's got 6 tonight, but he has 3 fouls. Sharp on the inbounds pass off to Childress. Childress over the far side. Blanton 3 off the back of the iron, no good. McCready goes up to get the rebound, can't get it. And the rebound is Hernandez. Hernandez loses it into the hands of Sharp, and a jump ball will give possession back to Grayson County. 27-26. Raiders on top of the Cougars with 4 minutes and 23 seconds to play in the third quarter. Travis Johnston delivering the play call to Childress, who has it at the logo. Pass down to the left block to Blanton, who misses the layup, gets the rebound back, goes up for the reverse layup, and he is fouled by about 3 Raider defenders. And it'll be curious to see who the foul is whistled on. It's called on Smith. That is his first and the team's second. River Blanton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 on the season. The sophomore forward, 6'3", is 77.8%. He's improved drastically from the free throw line. Last season he was below 50% as he makes his first free throw to tie our game up here at 27. Getz checks into the game for the Raiders. Checking out is Smith. Second free throw up and good. He gets the bounce. Cougs on top, 28-27. 4:10 to play here in the third quarter. Zone defense for Grayson County. This is far side Hernandez. Ball tipped away and saved in bounds by McCready, but into the hands of Wright for Whitesville Trinity. Wright passes down to the right side to Getz, who gives it back to Wright. The layup is good. Bailey Wright's got 4 points in the quarter. He hasn't played at all this season until this point, and now Grayson County almost throws it away. Getz tried to corral it, but ends up falling down out of bounds with the basketball. 29-28. Raiders on top of the Cougars, 3:48 to play in the third quarter. Childress has it in the backcourt, breaks the timeline right up the middle. He has it poked away from behind. Sharp runs it down 10 feet near side. Jumper is no good. The baseline jumper was missed, and Huff comes down with the rebound, and he's immediately pushing down the left side, runs over Chandler McCready, and a blocking foul is going to be called on McCready. For McCready, that's his third and the team's third, and to the free throw line will be Huff. He is 5 of 6 from the line tonight. Free throw is up, and it is no good. Huff misses that free throw. He's now missed 2 in a row. Second free throw coming. Up and good for Huff. And it's a 30-28 Raider lead with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Chandler McCready down the right lane, and a foul is going to be called on up here the near baseline on Landon Huff. That is his first and the team's third. So passing in front of the bench will be Dylan Horn for Grayson County. They trail by 2 with 3:31 to play in the third quarter. Out front to Childress. Childress in between the circles. Quickly double teamed and throws it to Horn. It's off his foot. And he finds it to McCready on the left wing. Over to the far side, Blanton drives down that far baseline, goes up with a layup, can't get it to finish. And Wright gets the rebound for the Raiders. To Dickens, off to the left lane to Huff. Huff guarded by Sharp. Raiders trying to add to their 2-point advantage. Passing down inside to Wright, off the left side, blocked by Horn underneath, and Grayson County's got the basketball. McCready pushing up the near side of the floor. He spin move inside the right lane, and a blocking foul is going to be called underneath on Nathan Hernandez. He tried to get a charge on McCready. They called the spin move on McCready earlier as an offensive foul. They don't this time. Sharp will pass this in underneath of his own basket, and he throws it out front to Blanton. Blanton tries to get it into the corner to Sharp. It's stolen away by Getz. Getz gives it off to the guard, Dickens. And Travis Johnston showing some frustration on the sideline. I think he knows that Grayson County is a much better basketball team than they are showing here tonight. Dickens on the right wing. Out front to Getz inside to right. Knocked away by Blanton into the hands, though, of Dickens. Dickens off the left side. Can't get the layup to fall. Rebounded by Childress for the Cougars. Childress gets a indirect screen from McCready. Childress over to the left wing. Blanton transition three. Good! River Blanton knocks down the transition three, and Grayson County has the lead back at 31-30. 2:15 to play in the third quarter. Hernandez here to the near side to Dickens. Dickens cross court to Huff. Wide open on the right wing. His answer is no good. Rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. Blanton gets around, picks up his dribble, gives it back to Childress. Childress right up the middle for Grayson County. An outlet pass to McCready on the right wing. McCready spin move back to Blanton. He thought about the three. Back to McCready. Three near side. No good. Short. Dickens with a rebound, and a foul is going to be whistled on Dylan Horn. That is his second and the team's fourth here of this third quarter. 31-30, Grayson County on top of this one. 1:51 to play in the third quarter. Payton and Hornbeck check in. McCready and Horn check out for Grayson County. You've got Hornbeck, Payton, Sharp, Blanton, and Childress on the floor for the Grayson County Cougars, who are looking to move to 5-2 on the season and 2-0 in district play, which would put them all alone in the first place spot in this district. Cross-court pass off to Huff. Huff down to the right block. Wide open is Smith. Smith loops one out front to Dickens. Dickens was left all alone. Drives in, down the left side, goes up with a shot. It is good. Dickens got that one to fall. He has 8 points. And it's back to a Whitesville Trinity lead, and now Grayson County nearly throws it away. Getting his hand in on the outlet pass was Getz, and he knocked it out of bounds. Brian Hill, the assistant coach, and Travis Johnston having a conversation right now as Hill got up to get eye level with Johnston on the sideline. Probably chalking some sort of adjustment as Brian Hill's one of their main game planners. Floater inside the left lane by Sharp is short. Long rebound by Whitesville Trinity. An outlet pass down to Dickens. Dickens backs it off onto the right wing. Now we'll drive it down the right side. Passes off wide open on the left side. Smith gets the rebound to fall, and he's fouled by Grayson County. Landon Smith now will go to the free throw line. Hornbeck picks up the foul. It's his first and the team's fifth. So Smith will go to the free throw line to try and convert on the and one. He has only been to the free throw line once this season, and he missed it. And he misses that one, rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. 34-31, Raiders on top of the Cougars. 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Childress here to the near side to Sharp. Sharp off to Blanton. Near side three to tie is up, and it's off the back of the iron. Childress gets the rebound. Spin move down the left lane. Dumps a pass off to Payton, who finishes off the right side. Nice feed to Brett Payton on the right block, and Grayson County's brought this to within a 1-point game. Trapped in the backcourt. Off to Dickens. Dickens throws it here to the near side. Huff thought about the three in the corner. He picks up his dribble. He's got to find help, and a timeout is going to be taken by the Raiders underneath of the basket here. And it'll be a full timeout taken by Whitesville Trinity. We will keep it here, though, as it is 34-33. Whitesville Trinity on top of this one with about 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Try to see if we can't bring you some scores from around the region. As again, the final score in 12th District Boys Basketball in overtime, Edmondson County defeats Butler County by a final score of 65-59. So an updated look at the 12th District standings. Right now, you have Edmondson County at 2-1, Grayson County at 1-0, Whitesville Trinity at 0-1, Butler County at 0-1. The Cougars and Bears will meet up on Monday evening. As a reminder, the girls' portion of that doubleheader has been postponed, so it'll be a boys-only game. 6:45 is what time the throw-in is. I guess that's what we're calling it, is 6:45 is what time that game will start. So you'll be able to watch and listen to that game right here on K105 and K105 Digital Productions. And then the Cougars will travel to Brownsville next Friday. As a reminder for that one, that game does not count towards district standings. Only the first district matchup between teams this year counts towards the district standings. So really, that game is just for bragging rights. Ted Hill really wanted that game to count because he was not very pleased with how his team played against the Lady Cats the last time they played. 34-33, Trinity with a lead, 35.9 on the clock here in the third quarter. Out of the timeout, it's a pass into the left wing to Dickens, who drives down that left lane, absorbs contact. His layup is no good. Long rebound is tapped around, and Sharp's got it, and he gives it off to Childress. 26 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter. Childress weaves through, passes over to the far side, Blanton. Blanton goes up with a shot. His layup is no good. Rebound back, putback is no good. Rebounded by Smith. Travis Johnston wanted a foul call, and the official was not going to give it to him. 12 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's a 1-point Raider lead. They will hold for the last shot. Dickens gets a screen. Peyton comes up to help on defense. Dickens gets past Blanton. The easy layup off the left side is good. And Denver Dickens is up to 10 points, and it's 36-33 Raiders at the end of 3. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you'll go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It was a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
36-33. Grayson County trailing this one at the start of the fourth quarter. Whitesville Trinity won the game in the Cougar Den last season by a final score of 58-48. Grayson County has won 4 of the last 5, though, and this is a massive couple of minutes here in this game. Grayson County's got to find a way to win this game. You got to take advantage when you have a beautiful opportunity to have a shot at clinching the number 1 seed. And out of the timeout, Denver Dickens is left wide open on the left block and gets an easy layup. Dickens has 12 points, and it's a 5-point Raider lead. And now ball out of bounds off of Chandler McCready. Grayson County gives the ball right back. And this is danger zone right here for the Cougars. It's only a 5-point game, but just the way this one feels, you've got to find a way to get a stop and a basket on the other end. Huff's got it down here to the near side. Out front to Hernandez. Hernandez over to the right wing to Dickens. Dickens scans, throws it, and it's tapped around. Wright comes down with it. Floater inside the lane is good by Bailey Wright. And Whitesville Trinity has opened this game up now to a 7-point lead, and a timeout is taken on the floor by Travis Johnston with 7 minutes and 27 seconds to play in tonight's game. It's a Raider 40-33 lead. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whitesville Trinity opens the quarter on a quick 4-0 run. They lead this one 40-33. And this is a little bit of a danger zone for Grayson County. They got to find a way to win this basketball game. And it's going to start with a basket on this end. I mean, you look, Keegan Sharp has not scored in the second half. Braden Childress has not scored tonight. Chandler McCready only has 2 in the second half. Other than River Blanton, the Cougars have scored 4 points in the second half, and that was by Chandler McCready and Brett Payton. So no points from Dylan Horn, Hunter Toms, or Keegan Sharp in the second half. And you're just not going to win basketball games, especially district games, when you can't get scoring from all of your teams. Out of the timeout, Grayson County with the basketball. Keegan Sharp up the near side, pass into the middle to Toms, here to the right wing to McCready. McCready scans, gets it outside to Sharp. 3, right wing to answer, good! Keegan Sharp. He must have been listening because he gets the 3-point goal, and it's a 4-point Raider lead. 40-36 with 7 minutes to play in tonight's game. Dickens is double teamed in the backcourt. Passes off to Hernandez on the near side. Horn is in the backcourt. He runs up. He's triple teamed as Hernandez loses the ball, gets it out front to Wright. Wright guarded by Horn, passes down inside, bobbling it and finishing. Can't get it to fall is Landon Smith. And Keegan Sharp gets the rebound. Grayson County pushing. McCready, guarded by Hernandez, loses the dribble. He's trying to find space and finds it with Sharp. To the right elbow to Toms. Back here to the near side to McCready. Drives down the right side, absorbs contact, shot no good. Wright with a rebound. And Whitesville Trinity is now pushing up the far side. It is Dickens with the basketball. Pushes down the right lane. Picks up his dribble and walks with it. Possession will go back towards Grayson County. 6 minutes, 28 seconds to play in tonight's basketball game. It's Raiders 40, Grayson County 36. Horn passes in to Sharp. Sharp hit the big three to stop the bleeding for Grayson County. Toms passes down to the left block to Blanton, who makes the layup off the left side. River Blanton has 7 points. He's 9 points here in this second half, and it's a 2-point game at 40-38. Dickens picks up his dribble in the backcourt, finds it to Huff. Huff to right over the far side, Hernandez. Three, far side is no good off the back of the iron. Horn gets a rebound. He was fouled by Huff, no whistle. Outlet pass down to Blanton. Blanton loses his dribble. He has to find help, finds it with Sharp. Left wing three for the lead, good! Grayson County has an answer. It's Keegan Sharp, and Grayson County has gone on an 8-0 run, and the Cougars lead 41-40, 5:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Dickens into the middle to right. Right over the far side, Hernandez on the right wing. He's quickly chased by Horn. Out front, Dickens. Dickens drives down the left lane off to Huff. Huff to answer, left wing three, no good. Rebound bouncing around and on the floor. Multiple players hit the deck. Out front, three by Hernandez. It's no good. Rebound bouncing around, and it is Whitesville Trinity that comes down with a rebound. Huff was the one who came down, and he went up for the shot and was fouled by Hunter Toms. That is Toms' fourth, and the team's sixth. Landon Huff will go back to the free throw line. He will shoot two here with a 1-point Grayson County lead. First free throw by Huff is good. We're tied up at 41. Subs into the game. Getz checks in for Whitesville Trinity. Braden Childers checks in for Grayson County. Hunter Toms will take a seat with those 4 fouls. 5:25 to play. Trinity for the lead, and the bounce cannot get it. All tied up at 41. 5:20 to play in tonight's game. An outlet pass to McCready. McCready down the right side. He's waiting for help. Finds it with Keegan Sharp. Sharp's got the hot hand if they want to keep feeding him from three. Blanton gets around the defender to the free throw line to Horn. Horn to McCready. McCready down the near side. Outside to Blanton. Blanton off no look here to the near side to McCready. McCready back outside to Blanton. Blanton's going to set up the offense for Grayson County. Picks up his dribble. Back here to the near side. McCready thought about the three. Gives it back to Blanton. It's stolen away at first by Dickens. He does get it. Taps it to Hernandez. Hernandez to Dickens off the left side. The basket's good. Trinity's got the lead back. Denver Dickens in transition gives them a 43-41 lead. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Blanton trapped on that far side, gets around, down the left side, goes up with a shot, it's good. River Blanton answers for Grayson County. And it's 43 all, 4.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Here from the Cougar Den, Grayson County trying to move to 2-0 in 12th district play. Spin move inside the lane, Smith gets the easy layup as he went around his defender. And back and forth, these two teams go 45-43, 4:15 to play in tonight's game. Childress up the near side, jump pass to the far side, Sharp. Sharp angles it back here towards the near side with a jump pass to the right wing to McCready. McCready inside to Horn, off the right side, can't get the layup to fall. Rebounded by Getz. Getz gives it off to Hernandez. Hernandez into the middle to Dickens. 45-43, Trinity with a lead, 4 minutes to play in tonight's basketball game. Dickens guarded by McCready down this left side, goes back towards the middle. The layup is no good, rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. Sharp. Outlet pass to McCready down this near side. McCready has it stripped away, and a foul is going to be called on Whitesville Trinity's Getz. That'll be his third and the team's fifth. So 45-43, Grayson County needs a basket in the worst kind of way here. Sharp passes into the near side. McCready thought about the three, instead gives it outside to Blanton. Off to the left wing to Horn. Horn outside to Sharp. Sharp drives in. Free throw line jumper is no good. Can't get the ball to fall. Rebounded by McCready. His fadeaway is good. Chandler McCready's got 14 points, and we're back knotted up at 45-45. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in tonight's basketball game. Dickens has it stripped away by McCready. Grayson County with the basketball. Childress breaks the timeline up the middle. Grayson County looking for the lead back. In this basketball game, they trailed by 7 earlier on in this quarter, but a couple of threes and a couple of baskets has brought them into this. Free throw line to Horn, outside to Childress, thought about the three, drives down the far baseline to Blanton. Blanton outside Sharp, three is no good. Bounces off the front of the rim. Horn with a rebound, his putback is up, no good, but he's fouled and he'll go to the free throw line after a foul is whistled on Whitesville Trinity's number 24, Nick Getz. That is his fourth, team's sixth. Dylan Horn to the line. He will shoot 2 on the season. The sophomore is a 25% free throw shooter. He has struggled. None bigger than these two right here to give Grayson County a lead. His first one is up and no good, off to the right. Bailey Wright will check back into the game for Whitesville Trinity. He'll check in for Landon Smith. And Hunter Toms will check back in for Grayson County. He'll come in for Chandler McCready. Toms does have 4 fouls in this one. Horn looking for the basketball, and he gets it. This would be to give Grayson County the lead. Horn makes the second one. Timeout on the floor, taken by Travis Johnston. We will take it with him. 2:52 to play. Cougs up by 1. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
We the people are guaranteed 5 freedoms in the First Amendment.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of religion.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom to peaceably assemble.
Freedom to petition the government.
Only the United States has these 5 freedoms so simply bound together and guaranteed. Think first. Learn more at thinkfirstamendment.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
The Twin Lakes Bet Mix, K105.
Whitesville Trinity will have the basketball here out of the timeout. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to play. It's Grayson County 46, Raiders 45. Dickens on the near side with the basketball for the Raiders. He goes in on Blanton, free throw line, jumper outside to Huff. 3 is short. Rebound on the floor taken by Keegan Sharp for Grayson County. Sharp up the near side of the floor. He's chased by Huff. And Sharp picks up his dribble, gives it off to the right wing to Toms. Toms to Horn. Horn down the right lane. Bumped. The shot is up. Good. And they're not going to count the basket. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Nick Getz is called for the foul, and he's letting the official know that he does not agree with it at all. And for Getz, he fouls out of tonight's game with 5 fouls. No points for the sophomore Nick Getz. So Dylan Horn will go back to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 tonight, 25% coming into tonight's game. He will shoot 2. Grayson County up by 1. Free throw is up. It's 1 in the bonus, and he makes the first one. I was just foreseeing the future, saying he got 2. Grayson County's got the lead 47-45. Second free throw up and good. He gets the roll. Dylan Horn 3 of 4 from the line, and Grayson County has a 48-45 lead. 2:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Bailey Wright's got the ball at the logo. Tom stands about 3 or 4 feet away from him. Handoff pass to Huff. Huff out front to Smith. Smith swings it over to Hernandez. Hernandez gets a screen from Smith, and he dribbles it in between the circles off here to the near side. Handoff pass to Dickens. Dickens thought about the deep left wing 3. He'll now drive in on Blanton. Nice defense by River. Out front to Wright. 3 straight away is good. Bailey Wright hits the 3, and we're all knotted up at 48. 1:50 to play in tonight's game. Near side Childress. Childress picks it up. He needs to find help, finds it to the middle to Horn. Horn over to the far side. Blanton goes up for the layup off the left side, finishes. River Blanton gives Grayson County the lead back. 50-48, minute and a half to play in tonight's game. Dickens off the left wing, guarded by Blanton. Travis Johnston delivering the play call to his defense. He wants to set him up. Dickens down the near baseline, goes up with a shot. It's no good, but he's fouled by Grayson County. And if it's on Keegan Sharp for Sharp. That is his first. And the team's 7th. Both teams will shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. Dickens will shoot 2 in this case. He's 2 of 2 tonight. and 4 of 8 for the season. And you can make that 4 of 9 as he misses the first free throw. Grayson County 50, Whitesville Trinity 48 with 1 minute, 28 seconds to play in tonight's game. Dickens to make it a 1-point game is up and short, no good. Blanton with a rebound for Grayson County. Keegan Sharp's got the basketball. Jump pass to the middle to Horn. Horn over to the left wing to Toms. Toms drives down that left lane. Spin move off the left side. The floater's good. Hunter Toms gives Grayson County the 4-point lead. It's his first basket of the second half, but none bigger than that. And it's 52-48 with 1 minute to play. Hernandez chased by Toms. He's backed up in between the circles. Fires over to the far side to Dickens. Dickens guarded by Blanton. Dickens has it deep on that right side. Cougar fans wanted a double dribble. Right outside to Huff. Keegan Sharp is staying in his face off to Dickens. Dickens guarded by Blanton with 49 seconds. Dickens 3, no good off the back of the iron. Rebound. Foul is called on the rebound from behind. Called on Bailey Wright. That is his first, team's 8th. And free throws will come for Grayson County. And to the line will be Hunter Toms. He will shoot 1 and the bonus. This season, the junior Hunter Toms 75% from the line. He has improved his free throw shooting every single season. So he was under 20%, I believe, his freshman year, and that one is good. It rattles home. And I think last year he was about 44%. And this season, he's going to try and add to his 75% total by knocking down both of these free throws. This would be to give Grayson County a 6-point lead. It's good. Grayson County hitting their free throws down the stretch. As in this fourth quarter, Grayson County is 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And the Cougars lead 54-48, 46.3 seconds on the clock. Dickens breaking the timeline up the near side with 40 seconds. Whitesville Trinity, they're allowing Dickens to drive down, blocked by Blanton. Dickens gets the ball back, outside right. 3 straight away is off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound is ripped down in the corner by Blanton. He throws it off of Whitesville Trinity. Cougar, no! They're going to say Whitesville Trinity basketball. And the officials are going to have to talk that over, and they're going to change it to Grayson County basketball, and that's the right call. As when the official who didn't have the best angle on it pointed towards Whitesville ball, River Blanton looked at him like, what? And immediately the other official came in and said, no, it wasn't. Blanton is fouled, no whistle, and it's out of bounds off of Whitesville Trinity. Grayson County with the basketball. 54-48, 28.9 seconds on the clock. Grayson County up by 6. Substitutions coming into the game. I think Travis Johnson trying to get another ball handler in. It'll be Braden Childress in for Chandler McCready. So you have Childress, Sharp, Toms, Blanton, and Horn into the game. And I think right now, if you're Travis Johnson, you are getting the ball into the hands of number 2. Who's got it? That's Keegan Sharp. He's bumped by Dickens. And the man, Keegan Sharp, will go to the free throw line. For Dickens, that's number 4. Team's 9th. So Keegan Sharp to the line. He leads the team for Grayson County, 81.8% entering tonight's game. He will shoot 1 and the bonus. Grayson County up 54-48, 27.2 seconds on the clock. First free throw. No good off the back of the iron. Dickens gets the rebound. Dickens pushing right up the middle. Jump pass over to the far side is run down by Huff. Step back 3, right wing, good. Timeout on the floor. Taken by Whitesville Trinity after Landon Huff knocks down that three-pointer, and it's 54-51 with less than a minute to play in the game. So we'll try to get the official time from Don Brown to see how much time is left on the clock in this one, as it is 54-51. 18.4 seconds left on the clock. Grayson County will have the basketball in this one. So 18.4 in this clock. It's a timeout, Whitesville Trinity. It will be Grayson County basketball. Again, as a reminder, Grayson County, with a win tonight, would improve to 5-2 on the season and 2-0 in district play. They could clinch the number 1 seed with a win over Butler County on Monday evening then. But right now, Grayson County is just trying to get through this one as they lead by 3. Again, it is 54-51 in this one. Right now, I mean, Grayson County's hitting their free throws down the stretch, 5 of their last 7. Again, 18.4 is on the clock. Timeout-wise, Grayson County, I believe they've got 3 remaining. Whitesville Trinity's probably got 1 or 2. So I've lost my count here. And it will be Grayson County basketball. Horn to pass in from underneath of his own basket. And he gets it into Sharp. Sharp has it in the corner. And he's chased and fouled by Huff with 16.2 seconds to play. That is the 10th foul. So Keegan Sharp will shoot 2 from the line as that foul's called on Huff. It's his second and the team's 10th. Big free throws coming here for Keegan Sharp. He will shoot 2. Grayson County leading by 3, 54-51. You got to find a way to get one if you're Sharp, and he gets the first. That makes it a 2-possession game with 16.2 on the clock. The junior steps to the line, lets the second one fall, and it is good. Keegan Sharp makes both free throws. And Chandler McCready will check into the game. Braden Childress will take a seat. 16.2 on the clock. Grayson County 56, Whitesville Trinity 51. They roll it into Hernandez. Hernandez angles it back here towards the near side, gets a hard screen from right. Handoff pass to Huff. Huff straight away off to right. 3 left wing is good. Timeout taken as Bailey Wright has come out of nowhere in this game. He didn't even play up to this point in this season, nor did he play any of last season. In fact, he did not appear in a game last season, no at all. And in this game tonight, he has got himself 15 points. Grayson County 56, Whitesville Trinity 54, under 10 seconds to play in tonight's basketball game. This has been a great game here tonight as both points, 7 seconds is left on the clock. As again, the reason why I keep asking is because they have now found out a way here on the scoreboard to do the timeout countdown time on the scoreboard, and when they do that, they wipe off the exact time on the clock to do the time. So right now we see the time counting down 24 seconds in this timeout, so I can't see what the game clock is. See if there isn't any scores. As a reminder, Lady Cougars won earlier tonight, 51-37. Grayson County leading this one though, 56-54, trying to improve to 2-0 in district play. This is where you put the ball in the hands of your best free throw shooter and have him close out the game. It'll be a passing in, and they give it into Sharp. Sharp weaves through, passes off to Blanton with 3 seconds, down to Toms, who lays it in off the left side. Grayson County wins this one 58-54, 5-2 in district play, and 5-2 overall and 2-0 in district play. Cougs win 58-54. This is Cougar basketball right here on K105.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When I was a kid, my dad would hold a nickel in one hand and a dime in the other and ask, which one is bigger? Of course, the nickel was bigger, but the dime was worth more. Think about that. With all the bank mergers going on, does bigger make them better? I don't think so. Wilson & Muir Bank is a locally owned community bank based right here in Kentucky. I like dealing with people I know personally, the same people I've trusted with my money for years. That's why it's my bank. Wilson & Muir Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
There's the old saying that goes, it's always better to win ugly than it is to lose pretty. Tonight would probably be the epitome of just that. Take away probably the last 7 minutes of the game, and it was looking not very good, but Grayson County comes away with a win here tonight by a final score of 58-54. They're 2-0 in district play, 5-2 overall, and I'm sure Coach Johnson is going to say that, you know what, all that matters is they got one of those W's. Grayson County wins tonight by the final score of 58-54. Whitesville Trinity played themselves one heck of a basketball game here tonight, but it's Grayson County that comes away with a W, again by that final score of 58-54. Coming up on our fifth quarter show, we'll talk to the head man of the Grayson County Cougars, Travis Johnston. We'll run down the scoring from this game, the scores from around the region. Looks like we're going to watch Coach Johnston's son even throw up some shots. As he's got the basketball out, it couldn't have been 30 seconds after the game was over, and he got the ball in his hands. That's a future Cougar star you got to watch out for. I think he's about 2 or 3 years old, but I'm sure he could already beat all three of our crew members here tonight one-on-one easily, hands down. Grayson County wins tonight 58-54. We'll come back with more as this is Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Wash your hands, stay home, cover your cough. It's our new reality with COVID-19. The anxiety can be overwhelming. If you're feeling extra worried, you're not alone. You can still contact a mental health professional. They're ready to help you get through this. And remember, prepare, focus on the essentials. Protect, keep some space from people outside your home, and disinfect a lot. Get the facts at kycovid19.ky.gov. Prepare, protect, disinfect.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County is a winner tonight over Whitesville Trinity by a final score of 58-54, as the Cougars are now moving to 5-2 in overall and 2-0 in district play. As it wasn't necessarily pretty at every time, but as they always say, a win's a win. And I'm joined now by the head coach of the Cougars, head coach Travis Johnston. And coach, as they always say, it's better to win ugly than it is to lose pretty, and it was ugly for probably about 3 quarters, and the last 7 minutes after you took that timeout, it seemed like a different team.
Yeah, that's what I told them in there. Is obviously we didn't play well, and we had a lot of individuals that didn't play very well and kind of played out of their of their comfort zone and tried to do a lot of things that they're not used to doing. And then, of course, we had to play a lot of the first half without River and Hunter in foul trouble. So being down 2 at half, we thought that was pretty good. We fought back. I think we took the lead at 31-30, and then they ended up going up 40-33 last I remember. Yeah. And
then you went up 41-40.
Yep, and that's the reason that I'm happy after this one, is because they fought. They fought back, and it doesn't matter how bad you play, is if you play good down the stretch and you get the result that you need, and they were able to do that, and I give them credit for that.
You mentioned down the stretch, and I think the thing that'll stand out the most is in the fourth quarter, you're 7 of 9 from the free throw line, and that includes 3 of 4 from Dylan and 2 of 2 from Hunter, who are, probably not your 2 best free throw shooters on the team.
I guess they're turning into them.
Hunter's 75%.
Hunter's getting close to 75%, 80, and what's funny is that, and River did the same thing last year, and he's still shooting them pretty good this year. And what's funny is that they spend one day, and they come in on an off day or stay after practice, and we work on their free throws for 15 minutes. And all we do is say, if you do this the rest of the time and you keep telling yourself to do it and work on it, then you'll be pretty good. And no coincidence, Dylan stayed. He came in on whatever day we had off, Wednesday, and then he stayed after yesterday while some kids were shooting on the gun. He said, no, I'm practicing my free throws. And that kind of extra work, even if it's just 10 minutes after practice or whatever, pays off. And his free throws looked really good, and of course Hunter's looked really good too. And that's how you win close games. And right now, it's not necessarily like a couple years ago where Spencer had to make everything. We have it to where 4 or 5 guys can make free throws down the stretch.
This is kind of one of those games that, you look at this team. Dickens finishes with 14, Huff finishes with 16, but then Bailey Wright, he had not played this season, and I don't think really played much at all last season, if at all. Was he somebody you expected to see, that number 34? He came in with 15.
He was on the scouting report, but I didn't know much about him because I hadn't seen him play. And I knew, obviously, his brother was a really good player a couple years ago when he played. And he's probably not as big and strong and athletic as him, but obviously he can shoot it like him. So we put him at the bottom because I knew of him, and I knew there was a potential he could play because they have another kid that's hurt too, I think. But I wouldn't say I wasn't expecting the threes, but we didn't really know much about him. But heck, they were open threes. They were wide open, and we weren't recovering and getting hands up. So, but credit to him. He came out. He played really, really well for them.
Seems like in the first half, and I think this is something that kind of stood out, you might disagree, at least in the 2 losses, is that at times pressure caused your team issues. Yeah. And it seems like their pressure, especially in those first 3 quarters, was causing your team's issue. How do you work past that as you move further on down the season when you know that other teams can look at the film and say, oh, well, they don't handle pressure well, that we're going to pressure more?
We had 15 turnovers first half, finished with 20. So the second half was obviously a lot better, but looking as a coach, looking to your assistants, what can we do? And there's really nothing. We practice it, we work on it, we put the guys in the spots that usually we're pretty comfortable and do a good job at. I thought we handled Brex and Metcalf's and a little bit of Edmondson's and Bullet East pressure. I thought we handled all those pretty well. We just played too passive. We let them cheat the passing lanes, and we kept trying to play sideways instead of going. If you notice, towards the end, we finally got the ball to the middle, which is obviously where we wanted it to get it the whole game. We would advance sideline, bring it back up, and then hit the middle, and then good things happen when the ball gets in the middle. But we were just playing too passive and too sideways in the first half, and second half, especially Braden did a really good job of faking the sidelines because they try to cheat it and then just attacking it straight to the goal.
Coming up on Monday, I don't know if you know, final score down in Edmonson County tonight. Edmonson County wins in overtime, 65-59 over Butler County. So it's as simple as this. You win Monday, you're the number 1 seed. You control your own destiny, and I know that that's something that, as a coach, you got to love, that you have that opportunity to take things into your own hands and take control. What are you wanting to see against your team? I mean, obviously, you can look to last year. They got you in the district championship. You split the regular season matchups. What are you wanting to see down there in Morgantown?
Getting off to a better start. Obviously, I don't think our guys were really ready to play tonight. I don't know what exactly it was, or probably me. I would say River not being out there to get us going started. Obviously, I'm rotating all 6 of them, and that's probably a mistake on my part. But just getting off to a little bit of a better start, and we got to get some better production from our bench. I didn't think we got a lot from the bench. Had the starters and those top 6 guys had to play a lot of minutes. And then on the defensive end, of course, they run some really good stuff, and they run their stuff really good, and we weren't in the help side. And I told them in that timeout, that's not who we are. We don't give up easy layups, and we don't just let them go shoot layups. We come over and we get to the help side and we make them score over the top. And so our defense has got to be obviously worked on Sunday when we practice, and it's going to have to be a lot better because Butler County's really athletic in all spots.
Yeah, you got Fleener, Henderson.
Yeah.
I know Fleener last year, and I think the 2 years, you pretty much said that he's one of your favorite players to, I mean, maybe not to go against because he's such a defensive mismatch because he's, 6'4", and plays like a guard. And so, well, Coach, we will see you on Monday. We look forward to it, and chance to win the regular season district title.
Yep, hopefully we can get it done.
We'll see Coach Johnson on Monday. That's it, and we will be back with more after this.
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
The Twin Lakes Fast Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. Grayson County a winner tonight, 58-54 against Whitesville Trinity. Trying to run down some scores from around the region here. Final score in boys basketball, Warren Central defeats Greenwood by a final score of 65-43. Warren East and then defeating South Warren 47-43. That is a girls basketball final score. Lady Cougars were winners tonight against Whitesville Trinity by a final score of 51-37. Cougar boys winners by a final score of 58-54 was the final score of their game. And other than that, Butler County losing to Edmonson County in boys basketball earlier this evening in overtime by a final score of 65-59. We'll come back, wrap up the scoring from this game after this. This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. That's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
Kentucky's new 5-star school rating system provides parents with an easy way to find out how their children's schools are performing. Star ratings are based on test scores for reading, math, social studies, science, and writing. They are also based on students' academic growth over 1 year. For high schools, ratings are also based on how well students are prepared for college and careers after graduation and the number of students who graduate on time. Visit kyschoolreportcard.com for the latest information on schools in your community.
How prepared is your family if disaster shows up at your doorstep? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes! Make a plan today.
K105.
Cougars win tonight by a final score of 58-54 against the Whitesville Trinity Raiders. Running down the scoring from this game. For Whitesville Trinity, they were led by Landon Huff. He had 16 points, 15 for Bailey Wright, 14 for Denver Dickens, 6 for Landon Smith, and 3 for Nathan Hernandez. For Grayson County, it was River Blanton who led the way. He had 15 points, 14 each for Chandler McCready and Keegan Sharp, 6 for Hunter Toms, 5 for Dylan Horton, and 2 for Brett Payton. Lady Cougars won earlier tonight by a final score of 51-37. They will be back in action tomorrow afternoon against LaRue County, 3:30 start time. You'll be able to listen to that game over on our sister station, 103.9 The Moose, and watch it right here on K105 Digital Productions. Start time for that will be at about 3:10 from right here at the Cougar Den, Lady Cougars and LaRue County. On Monday, it'll be the Cougar boys at Butler County, 6:45 start time of that game, so our coverage will start about 6:25 from Morgantown. And 1 week from tonight, it'll be the next district doubleheader on the road at Edmonson County. We'll have all the coverage from that one as well. Grayson County Lady Cougars won earlier tonight by a final score of 51-37. Cougar boys win by a final score of 58-54. I want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for all of their hard work. Cody Brock was your camera operator, and Chase Blaine was your director. Grayson County splits the doubleheader tonight. It sweeps the doubleheader tonight by a final score of 51-37 in Game 1 and 58-54 in Game 2. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. This is Sam Gormley saying so long, everyone.